The Irish call it a gentle rain, and that's what we have now. It's March, and St. Patrick's Day is coming very soon, and we're here in Roscommon, and we're outside the Abbey. It's called the Abbey, but that's only the traditional name. It's built as a friary over 700 years ago for the Dominicans. And through the years, it was renovated, changed, and some problems, especially during the Reformation when it was destroyed. But the Abbey, as they call it, still remains a reminder of the faith of the Irish here in Roscommon in the Republic. Prior to this, we were in the north, and most of the people in the north are Protestant, but the churches are somewhat mixed, Catholic and Methodist and a few other religious groups. Okay, so we're here at the Abbey, and you see, as we're looking at it, the remnants of it. The arches are somewhat Gothic. The original tower stood on the other side, and there are remnants of the interior area, and of course there's remnants of the cloister, which is the portion of the monastery or friary that was reserved for the monks themselves. And as you hear, it's a breezy day in beautiful Ireland, in beautiful Roscommon, and this is Father Louis Skirty with another section of Friends of the Word, Spiritual Pilgrimages through Ireland. We'll be back again as we continue today in Roscommon. Bye-bye. Beautiful breezy day here in Roscommon, and we're at the Church of the Sacred Heart. It is breathtaking, mosaics on the front. Before we get to inside the church, let's walk over here, and there's a beautiful crypt featuring the crucifixion. Very lovely little chapel. A little wet now, I wouldn't go in there. We'd light up with the microphone. But beautiful. As you approach the church, you see the crypt, the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and of course the name of the church is the Sacred Heart of Jesus. As we approach it, we see one beautiful tower, a neo-Gothic architecture, and the mosaic in the front of the church over the main door is Jesus with the Sacred Heart, a few saints and bishops around him. We see saints in the little niches there. On the right side, over the right door, St. Vincent de Paul. The second door is, I think, the sacrifice of, I think it was Lawrence, who was burnt at the grill. And the two angels flanking the doorway in the arches, niches, are St. Tobias, St. Raphael with the fish, and probably the Annunciation angel Gabriel. The Pope featured in the mosaic over the door is probably the Pope when the church was built, and the bishop who built the church on the left, don't know their names, but we'll find out eventually. And two Irish saints introducing the Pope and bishop to Jesus. Okay, we're going into the church. Let's hope there's no services going on. Nice mosaic of Right Reverend Monsignor McLaughlin. Okay, we're inside the church, the Sacred Heart Church here in Roscommon, and the tile entranceway leads to the main aisle. Beautiful branches and birds. The architecture is a little combination of Gothic and creativity. Beautiful windows, they look German actually, featuring Life of Jesus. We're walking into the main aisle. We always come into these churches and there's someone praying or working. They're never alone. Jesus always has a companion. As we walk through and see the beautiful windows, and the pulpit is just breathtaking. A great spot from which to proclaim the word. Beautiful. Sort of like a kind of baldacchino over the ambo. And we have Jesus and the Apostles, flanked by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Ooh, they like their mosaics. Very beautiful altar, nicely positioned. The sanctuary is filled with angels and the evangelists. The angels dancing around the first level, praising Jesus. Second level, the evangelists and more angels. Third level, St. Mary Alacoque and the Sacred Heart of Jesus. She's the one who promoted that devotion. Scenes in the life of Jesus, raising the woman from the bed, the Last Supper, the resurrection of Lazarus, the washing of the feet of Jesus. Here we are in the Sacred Heart Church, and we're going to turn around and see this great rose window. Right in the center, of course, is the Sacred Heart of Jesus, surrounded by angels and saints. Above each column, different image of saints. And of course, all the saints' names are in Irish, so I don't know who they are. I'm sure they're very important people. Of course, the ever-present statue of St. Anthony in the back, St. Joseph, and go back to the sanctuary. The baptismal font to the left, very nice. Enjoyable visit on our spiritual journeys through Ireland. The altar is just spectacular. Mosaic scenes of the life of Christ. Angels leading to the altar, which is on a good level as far as visibility for worshippers and celebrant. This might be the priest, we don't know. Okay. And so we come to the conclusion of another church in Roscommon. This has been Father Louis Skirty with Spiritual Journey, sponsored by Friends of the Word. When you see this, we hope you pass this on to your family and friends, especially if they came from Roscommon. God bless you.